AITA for agreeing to split the bill on a double date which ended in my best friend being dumped. Am I the asshole? Okay, Dream 6816. NTA. She's the one that said the guys pay. His reaction to that is based on her statement alone. And, are men? No. This was the first time you met your date. LC78. 13,195. NTA you didn't do dick. What the actual fuck? St. Alvis. 906. NTA. You were being reasonable and fair by offering to split the bill. And it's not your fault if Amy's boyfriend is contemplating the relationship because of her insistence on traditional gender roles. It's not your responsibility to manage Amy's relationship or her partner's expectations. You were just trying to be considerate and respectful by offering to split the bill. Don't let Amy guilt-trip you into thinking you're the reason for their relationship issues. Did Amy's boyfriend use your offer to split the bill as an excuse to reevaluate the relationship? Because of deeper issues? Quote, illustrious _ 960, 477. NTA squirmed a little when I read, don't worry. Our men have got this, and it is always the gentlemen who pay. Your friend has some very outdated views about dating. All you did was offer to pay your share of the bill on a blind date. You weren't using a stranger for free drinks and dinner. Your friend's boyfriend of 2 whole months was, rightfully, uncomfortable with her insistence your male companions pay the bill. It's not your fault your friend opened her mouth and inserted her foot into it. Peony Pony. 3456. WTF? She is the one who decided the men always pay. Why would it be your fault? NTA. Miffle what? 286. NTA. Tell your friend to look in the mirror. She created this problem herself. You didn't cause her to have those opinions. And you certainly didn't ask her to voice them. That she doubled down on it when you said you still wanted to pay your own way was her own fatal mistake. She needs to own her actions. Vocalizing her outdated ideas created a situation 100% of her own making. Your friend is looking for someone to blame for her BF not liking her antiquated and frankly unfair views on how relationships should work. You just happen to be an easy target for her. Don't give it another thought. You have every right to pay your own way. Kiwi Honey. 80. Hard and unequivocal NTA. XA0 key highlights. XA01. Super cringe to hear a woman saying, our men got this, too. Love that you set your boundaries and held strong when pressure came. XA0. All women should follow your example. Point 3. Your friend seems like she needs some work to understand that you didn't want to feel that you were some Rondo-S woman or owe something to Mr. Rondo B. She needs to respect boundaries and needs to learn to be a better partner and not take her BF for granted. XA0. Lucky weakness minus 1525. 180. Wibda if I refuse to clear my mom's debt leaving her and my siblings homeless? Quote, am I the asshole? Additional quote 6601. NTA. You said you are in maternity leave. Do not wipe out your savings to bail your mother out. You need that money for your own children. Do not harm your children's future because of your mother's irresponsible actions. She is perfectly capable of getting a job in her own and dealing with the debt in her own. She just doesn't want to. And she is horrible for wanting to harm her grandchildren's future to do so. There is a saying, don't ever loan money to family that you can't afford to lose. Considering your mother's history, you can't believe her promise to pay you back. Even if you had a contract signed. She is coming to you for a loan instead of a bank because she cannot repay you without legal consequences. And the fact that she is resorting to emotional manipulation to get you to change your mind shows that she knows that, basically, Your mother is an adult. She needs to grow up and get herself out of this mess. Banff 1701. 5228. 8. NTA. Your mother's actions are not only her own fault and not your responsibility, but her threats are also very abusive. Also, if you have to clear your savings and then some, you can't afford it. I have a brother who has a similar attitude. I don't want to work a soul-crushing job. I'm an entrepreneur, etc. Let me guess. Your mom also has an issue with authority and gives up as soon as anything gets difficult? When things don't pan out, it's never actually her fault and literally anything and everything else is to blame. I know the type. And trust me, it's never going to stop until you put your foot down. My parents have poured over $100K into my brother's failures over the past 10 years and finally cut him off only a year or so ago. I gave him over $10K in random increments over the past few years, as have multiple of his friends. His ex-boss gave him a $30K loan that he's never going to be able to pay back. He has nothing to show for it. I feel so bad for you, Op. Because I know this feeling. But please, nip this in the bud. And keep your door open for your younger siblings because they're going to have to get out from under her one day too. Good luck. Tits_on_bread. 968. 6. NTA. Let me quote a favorite saying in here. Don't set yourself on fire to keep someone else warm. Your mother made this bed. She can now sleep in it. Her bad decisions and subsequent debt are not your problem. Don't buckle under her threats. Besides, they're your dad's kids too. Right? What does he say about her threat? Quote, Caspian 4136. 505. NTA. Your mom should go see a lawyer about whether she can be declared bankrupt if her debts are that huge. Although that will badly impact any ideas of borrowing to fund the ill-advised food truck. XA0. Your savings are owed to the vulnerable people in your care, not your mom. No one here is truly evil, but the person behaving very badly is your mom. XA0. Never lend money you can't afford to lose. Doesn't sound like you have money to give away in the amounts she wants. And that's okay. Speak to your dad about your mom's threats. And let your younger sibs know you are always there to talk to. XA0. Squiggles 567. 348. 8. NTA. My mother got herself into an MLM scheme last year despite my brother and I warning her against it. So she made a bad choice and now she wants the people who warned her against it to bail her out. She wants to open a food truck even though they aren't popular in the town she lives in and always go out of business. She hasn't learned from her mistake. She's weaponizing family relationships, trying to exclude you. She's an AH and I feel sorry for your dad. This isn't your mess to sort out though. Apart AD 6518. 209. NTA. Sorry. Your mom will get taken advantage after another. Any more money she gets she will throw away. The only thing I might do is offer to pay a lawyer for your dad to see about protecting his remaining assets and seeing if he can separate his assets from her debt. New2 FL2. 165. NTA at all. And your title is incorrect. Not that it would change my opinion if it were correct. Your mom will not be homeless. They have a place to go. She just doesn't want to because she considers it a downgrade. I am curious how much debt she's in that's selling the rental property instead of the primary home. Wouldn't make more sense. She must have dug herself a serious hole. Bottom line, you are not responsible for her bad decisions and you know pigs will fly before she would ever pay you back. You'd never see that money again and she'd be back asking for more after her next foolish endeavor. Glass GRL 1021. 89. AITA for making my daughter shower in PE? Am I the asshole? OK _thanks _847. Locked. Too much pedo stuff to keep up with. And on this, the day of our Lord, Snossage Fest, 1. Why Tate's school is also top. I will never understand how we treat our children with such a lack of basic respect and dignity. Imagine if, every week, you were forced to strip off and shower in a communal shower with no privacy, in front of your colleagues, including Godawful Sheila from HR. Destigmatizing and normalizing non-sexual nudity is one thing, and it's fine to provide communal shower spaces for those who feel comfortable using them. But IMHO schools should be required to also offer private cubicles to those who feel more comfortable that way, for whatever reason. Imagine being a 14-year-old on your period, or having a stoma, or having scars, or being a SAW victim, or carrying religious shame and trauma, or, in this particular situation, though, it is your job to listen to your child and do everything in her power to meet her emotional needs. So the way you're dismissing her absolutely makes YTA. LaBelle Ferry, 10,622. To greater than she begged me to email to school to not let her shower. But I said I had no good reason to. And I am sure all of the other girls feel the same. You have a fantastic reason to. She came home to you in tears. Asterisk. And the fact that she was being teased by other girls just proves that all the other girls don't feel the same. Write the damn email and send her to school with a bar of deodorant. She can shower when she gets home. YTA. Edit. Yes. I am aware that it didn't need to go this far. And OP should have listened to her daughter from the start. But unless any of you has a time machine, I'd rather focus on the situation OP is actually in. Telephone Faradiddle. 896. YTA. Forcing somebody to get naked in front of other people when they don't want to is not okay. She is telling you she's feeling bullied and you don't care because the school requires it. If you were required to strip down and walk around outside, would you do it just because somebody required it? How hard is it to just contact the school and explain your child isn't comfortable getting publicly naked at school? It's not hard. Angela Moore, 44. 2031. With phones and video in every student hands, I'm surprised that showering are mandatory. Showers were not an option when I was in school. The showers were turned off. I never actually sweated in PE. PE was a joke. My daughter's school never required showers either. I would not make my daughter shower. It's humiliating. I wouldn't want to risk video recording. That Hall 7523. 488. YTA. I never showered in PE in junior high. And a lot of my peers didn't either. Were we a bit sweaty afterward? Yes. Was it a big deal? No. We used deodorant and changed into different clothes for PE but never had to strip down entirely in front of our classmates. This is mortifying for her. Have her shower as soon as she gets home. Gone Bananas 2023. 535. Holy F*******. What year is this? Why would anyone think this was okay? YTA. And so is the school. Sokoto Kodo. 390. This is gearing up to be lifelong, personality-altering trauma for your daughter. My mom would have raised hell to get rid of that stupid requirement or forced the district to construct stalls. Support your daughter. Doodle_rooster. 1049. AITA for asking my biological mother why I'd help her and her kids. Quote, am I the asshole? Patient Bite 1647. 7. NTA. Erg. I absolutely hate it when people play the family card and you are expected to forgive all their transgressions because of it. I will say that your siblings are innocent of any of this, but your mom is a real piece of work and she's getting all of her siblings. I am assuming your aunts and uncles are her siblings to pile on you and guilt you. She made her choices. Her choices put her in an uncomfortable position. This is not on you to bail her out. You are correct. They can help her with the inheritance they got from their mom. This ISNT on you op. Golden fingernails. 3605. Your mother was expecting an inheritance and didn't get one. This is what she is after. Op. Don't give her a penny. Check all of your accounts, credit cards, and credit rating. Op. When you don't give in, she may decide to help herself to your funds. You might even want to freeze your credit. NTA. Swedish bunch. 973. 3. NTA. If her parents wanted her to have any more money, they would have given it to her in their will. Ignore the white noise from her side of the family. Casey Dono Clark. 309. NTA. You'll notice the aunts and uncles didn't pull this crap when your grandparents were alive. Your grandparents left you the house and funds for a reason. That should be respected. ID block your bio mom and any relative that continues to disrespect you and your grandparents. Reasonable bad 769. 487. NTA. Greater than I was also told she was young when she had me and I should understand better. She was 25. And what with the other 21 years? She was still young? Rich_muffin 4820. 204. NTA. She's also their sister. Assuming it's her siblings asking, not your father's siblings. Either way, if they feel so obligated, they can give her their money instead of trying to make you do so. Least_key 1594. 162. Sue. Basically what I'm understanding is she was a surrogate. And she literally never had anything to with you until now? If that's correct, I feel like the only reason you're being contacted is because she knows you have money. Weird how she didn't contact you the 21 years prior. And now all of a sudden she wants contact, huh? Yeah, I'd DK about that one, bro. I'd personally stay away. Def NTA. Your mom is the asshole here. Your aunt and uncle are kind of assholes too for not only giving her your contact info, but siding with her saying she's your mother. Nah, she birthed you. And that's where I'd draw the line. Hate to hear you're in this predicament if all of this is true. Good luck to ya. G8R Freak 88. 91.